Hello and welcome. Gary here from GT Alaskan Adventures. So today I thought I'd do a little video about what goes on after a snowfall at our residence. So we have in total 3 little sheds. Two of them are Shelter Logic sheds with plastic covering on them, and one is just it's along the same lines as the Shelter Logic's metal tubing frame, and I just have repurposed that frame and just covered it with a plastic tarp. That one is what I use for my woodshed. So when we get snow, these little structures, they do not hold up well to a lot of weight on them, and they will collapse in winter's snow weight. So for me, every time we get a snowfall, I get out there with the roof rake and we pull that snow off there and just keep up on that all winter long, so we don't have any problems with it collapsing. So this one here, seeing me clean off, that's our woodshed. A little sneak peek. And we'll just pull snow off this backside here, and then that woodshed will be free of snow, ready for the next one. And usually a couple times a winter, I'll pull the snow off the boats just so that it's not sitting there with all that snow weight on that aluminum boat. Next up would be our addition that I put on to our generator shack. This little addition was put on there a long time ago for a snow machine that I purchased. I put 2 doors, or a door on each end of this little shed, and the doors hinged on the bottom. It made into like little ramps where you could drive the snow machine in one end and right out the other end. Now it just kind of stores my whatever. We put the snowblower out there sometimes in the summer, lawnmower in the winter. It's just kind of a extra space for storage for things. So, but when I constructed this thing, it was close to almost being wintertime, and it was kind of a last minute thing. And I didn't purchase the right kind of materials. I guess I just slapped it together. So that roof is 2x4 rafters. So I pretty much pulled this part of that shed off every winter when it gets a fair amount of snow on there, just to be on the safe side. Have had no issues with it in the past, and probably because I just keep up on keeping the snow off of it. And from this angle, you can kind of see where the addition starts and where the old structure ended. Next up is our oil tank, which feeds our 2 toil stove, one being in the house and one being in my shop. And I'll slow this down and show you what the most important reason for cleaning this off is. And that reason would be right here. I'm going to show a close-up. There's a vent pipe in the very back corner of that tank, and if that vent pipe gets too clogged full of snow, it continues to stop breathing, and it causes air corrodes to come up on my toil stove. So every so often, got to get the snow off there. So you can see it right there, that vent pipe, so that tank can breathe. And now we're going to move on to the third and final shed. And this shed is basically my wife's old greenhouse that I just bought a new white tarp for it, and repurposed it and made a dry, weather tight enclosure. I leave the one end open, undecided whether I want to put a door on there or whatnot. So haven't figured that part out yet. But what I use this storage shed for is basically my tractor attachments. So in the wintertime, I'm going to be storing my loader bucket and frame in there. And if you take a look right where that arrow's pointing, I put a little framework on the ground. I used some 4x4 treated timbers and then put a like OSB sheeting on top of that. Gives me a nice flat level surface to drive my tractor right up on that, and then I can go ahead and detach my loader arms and bucket. And a flat surface is always a plus when it comes to dismounting that. Uneven ground is it's a nightmare. It's kind of a nightmare sometimes even on level ground, but what's that saying? Practice makes perfect. I only take it off once, well, I guess twice a year. I take it off for putting a snowblower on, and I put it back on in the springtime for other chores. So one of these days we'll get the hang of that. About here, I'll slow her down good so you can witness me as I step into a nice little hole. Get myself pretty well stuck in the snow there for a bit. Found it quite difficult to get my footing and get back out of there. If some of you are wondering if I got snow on my pants, yeah. So one of the other things I hope to accomplish today is to get this snow off of our camper. That's a 31-foot pull behind camper, and we have rain possibly in the forecast, so I don't like it to get that snow is saturated with rain. It gets to be kind of on the heavy side. So, and this year we covered it, so I've been trying to keep the snow off as much as possible. So, and some of this will be not OSHA approved. Just a heads up. So on this part, I'll just go ahead and dive right into what many of you will probably be thinking, and maybe possibly leaving me comments. Yes, I know that top of the ladder is not a step, but for me, it is. And I've been using that top as a step for many, many years with uh, success. Let's just say I have fallen off there before, but thankfully I never got hurt. I can't seem to do this camper without getting on that top step. It just doesn't work for me. I have to be up there to see what I'm doing and to be able to pull that snow off efficiently. And I don't know, it just works for me. So I apologize to those that get squeamish about that kind of thing. My wife is one, but yeah, that's just pretty much how I've done it for years, and I'll probably keep doing it that way until, let's just say, that's never going to happen. I mean, just look at it. I look safe, don't I? That ladder's not moving. That's an optical illusion. You're not seeing that. But we're getting it done. That's the important part, right? This next part, when I get down off the ladder, in years past, depending on what I've been doing, campers, roofs, you name it, getting that ladder unstuck from that snow that's been just packed all around it, sometimes it's damn near impossible. But today, the stuff wasn't that bad. Only took minimal effort. Got to clean them steps off. That keeps the snow from getting on that top step. You know, the top step, where it matters. And here we go for round two. Usually takes me about 3 to 4 times moving the ladder and just working my way down. I generally try to get somewhere past the middle pulled off, because on the other side, which I didn't video me doing that side, room over there in the trees, it's just kind of a minimal area, working area, and so I try to pull the majority of it off on this side, and it's just easier to get at and do the snow blowing that I have to do here at the very end. And this particular video, I'm going to use my walk behind snowblower. In years past, depending on how much snow, I've taken Johnny over there and just used Johnny. It's way quicker. But I didn't feel like getting Johnny out for this particular task. So, and here we go, kids. We're getting ready to go to that top step. Will he? Oh, yes. Sure-footed Gary. We have this under control. All right, we're going to speed things up here and get you to the snow blowing part. Oh yeah, the old body's gonna feel this tomorrow. Alright, that's pretty much that side. And this side, it's a little tighter, so I'll get that done. I'll show you the finished product. Okay, that's pretty much got it. That should be a lot better if we do get that rain. So now I just got a mountain of snow around the edges to hit with the walk behind snowboard. So getting tired.